Yes, I have tasted the missing ingredient. Corporate spaces spend millions trying to artificially formulate. My name is Kayla Collins, and I'm the artist with business teeth, exploring the infrastructure of meaning, how art reveals human nature, and how storytelling as a venture is a powerful business asset. So what's the missing ingredient? Ask the people who saw it in me first.
Yeah, from the start. You'd always carry that notebook, you write things down, you like creating things. You just always writing. That's when I knew you get into doing arts in some way, shape, or form. And then further that, when you got to the point where you were ready to choose a high school, you chose an arts high school.
I always knew Kayla was a different child. Kayla marches to her own beat, and she decided that she wanted to alter the uniform. So what does she do? She takes needle and thread and she starts stitching little designs on the shorts. And I got a call from the person who worked in the office at the time telling me what she had done to her uniform. And that's not allowed. And I said to her, she has another one in her bag. Just have to go to the bathroom and put it on. And she was like, she has another one. I said, yeah, I have a very creative kid. And she's not gonna stop. This is just who she is. At that moment, that's when I realized I can't send her to any more schools like that. Once I put her into an arts high school, that's when she just took off with the creativity, really flourished, and she was on her way.
The first poem I actually seen you perform, it was at Wesleyan. And you were up on stage and I was in there. I didn't know that was in her. It was surprising.
Kayla performed a poem at Wesleyan when she was in high school. It was powerful. When Kayla gets on that stage, she becomes a different person. And the poem was very powerful, very inspiring. And after she did her piece, she dropped the mic. And everybody was like, oh! That's one of her gifts. That's one of her talents. Not just writing, but actually performing what she writes. An artist, a writer, part actress. To put that combination together was amazing. I couldn't even move because I'm looking at this kid like, who is this person? Where does this come from?
I think the writing thing, you get that from your mother. You know, she used to always talk about she wanted to write, and lo and behold, you write.
I actually started writing in middle school. I used to write on the front porch. We had a screen-in porch. And my friend and I, my childhood friend and I, we would get together and we had the old computer paper with the holes on the side, and we would use that as our script for plays. We would have so much fun doing it, but neither one of us felt it was anything that we were going to pursue. And then much later on in life, I started writing more and more and more. And it wasn't until my daughter came along and took this writing process to a whole nother level.
You're my baby. Why wouldn't I? Who else said that to you?
Mom?
And who else?
You?
And who else? Your grandfather? So just speak it with your mouth, believe it in your heart, and it shall come to pass. So I'm not the biggest thing I wanted with you is to get a college education, but I never wanted to tell you what to do. You understand? I wanted you to pursue what was in your heart, what you wanted, right? And you're doing it.